Namaste. This is Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics and Statistics in Faculty of Agriculture Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss on the module Measure of Dispersion. This module is a part of the course Research Methodology and Biostatistics under the program of BPT 6th semester and B Optometry 6th semester of the university, and as well as this course is a part of the other programs also in the university. So today we will understand here what is meaning of measure of dispersion, and what are the applicability areas of measure of dispersion, and how this is important in the field of statistics. So first we have to understand what is meaning of the dispersion. So dispersion just means the spread or the it is disperse. Like dispersion, we can say it is a process or it is a state in which the data are spread out or the just disperse, and it means we can also say the dispersion just will explain the distribution of the data set. This means we can understand here the how much distribution is there in the data set, and now we take the part of the measure of dispersion. The measure of dispersion, it is a study of the spreadness or the wideness of the data set, how the data set are spread out, and just how can we calculate in this how can we determine the spreadness or the dispersion of the data. So measure of dispersion can be divided into two parts, and one is the relative measure of dispersion and second is the absolute measure of dispersion. Now absolute measure of dispersion is absolute measure of dispersion will have the same unit as the original data set we have, while the relative dispersion relative dispersion is without the unit of the data, and the relative dispersion of dispersion will explain the comparison or will give the comparison of two or more data sets. So now we can understand here with example and with the formulas and concept. So we take some slides today. Initially we are given that the definition of measure of dispersion, and we have just explained it. So in statistics, the measure of dispersion helps to interpret the variability of data, means how the data are what kind of variability is there in data set we can find by the measure of dispersion, and that is to know how much homogeneous or heterogeneous of the data. So just we can find it here. That means the data are how much the data are homogeneous or the heterogeneous. So we can we can understand by the concept of the measure of dispersion. In simple terms, it shows the squeezed or the scattered the variable is. So just measure of dispersion will give the study or will be the study of the dispersion of the data set. That means the wideness or the spread data set, and which is unable to by the measure of center of tendency, but measure of dispersion will just explain it completely. And now it can be divided into two parts. One is absolute measure of dispersion and second is relative measure of dispersion. Absolute measure of dispersion. An absolute measure of dispersion contains the same unit as the original data set we have just said previously. So the main concept is that it will have the same unit as the original data set, and this method expresses the variations in terms of the average of deviations of observations like standard or the mean deviations. So it means the average, the absolute measure of dispersion will give the variations, and the variations are given in terms of the like average of deviations of observations. Just in terms of the average of deviations, like for example, when we see the part of the mean deviation and the standard deviation, then we will find the deviations in terms of the average from the measure of central tendency like mean, median or mode. So it will give the average of the deviations. It includes so what are the components of the absolute measure of dispersion? So the components of the measure of dispersion are the like range, standard deviation, quartile deviation, mean deviation. So these are the components of the absolute measure of dispersion. Like the first component, just we will take these components in very brief. What are the definitions and what are the meanings of these components? Like we can say, what is range? Range is simply can be explained as the maximum data set, the maximum value of data minus minimum value of data. And like see, we have one example there, 1, 3, 5, 6 and 7 is a data series. So what is range there? 7 is the largest and minus 1 is the lowest data. So that is 7 minus 1 equal to 6. Next is variance and standard deviation. So first we see what is standard deviation. Standard deviation is given by simply positive under root of the average of the it is a positive under root or the positive square root of the average of the square of the deviations of the values taken from the mean. So again I will explain it here. It is defined as the positive square root of the average of the square of the deviations and deviations of the values of the data and taken from the mean. While what is variance? Variance is just square of the standard deviation. Next is the quartile and the quartile deviation. The quartiles are the values that divide a list of numbers into quarters. So quartiles means just it will divide the whole data set into quarter form, and the quartile deviation is defined as the half of the distance between the third and the first quartile. So it is defined as the half of the distance, and the distance is taken from for the third and the first quartile. So that is called the quartile deviation. And quartile is that value. Quartile are the values which divide the data set into quarters. Now mean and the mean deviation, the average of the numbers. So now mean deviation can be defined as simply it is an average of the absolute value of the deviations taken from the central tendency, measure of central tendency, like we can say mean, median or mode. So it is just an average of the deviations of the data from the central tendency values. Now next we are going to have this part relative measure of dispersion. The relative measure of dispersion just compare the distribution of two or more data sets. So it will just give, or it will explain the comparison between the two or more data sets in their distribution. And one important point to be noted that these values are without units. So these dispersion does not have any unit. Now what are the relative measures of dispersion? like coefficient of range, coefficient of variation, coefficient of standard deviation, coefficient of quartile deviation, and coefficient of mean deviation. So these may be the we have seen the absolute measure of dispersion, and now just their coefficients are called the relative measure of dispersion. Now next is a coefficient of dispersion. The coefficient of dispersion are calculated along with the measure of dispersion. So these are the dispersions which are taken along with the measure of dispersion, and when the two series are compared, and in which the two series are compared which differ widely in their averages. So these two series, if the two series are differ widely in their averages, then coefficient of dispersion can be used as a measure of to compare them. The dispersion coefficient is also used when the two series with different measurement units are compared, and this is denoted by CD, coefficient of dispersion, and the common coefficient of dispersion are, now we have some formulas. So the common coefficient of dispersion are range, what is range there? It is common coefficients of dispersion. So we are having the coefficient of dispersion for the range, that is given by x maximum minus x minimum upon x maximum plus x minimum. So that is the formula for the range, while the quartile deviation is given by coefficient of quartile dispersion. So coefficient of quartile dispersion, quartile deviation is given by Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1, and Q1 and Q3 are the first and the third quartiles there. While the standard deviation, so coefficient of dispersion in the case of standard deviation is given by standard deviation upon mean. So again what I want to say, that is coefficient of dispersion for the case of standard deviation is given by standard deviation upon mean, and finally for the mean deviation, the coefficient of dispersion is given by mean deviation upon average. So these are the just formulas, numerical formulas for the coefficient of dispersion in the case of various measure of dispersion, absolute measure of dispersion, and just by which here we can compare the two series, and the two series, when the two series are much differ in their averages. So in that case the coefficient of dispersion should be used, and so in the today's session we have taken the very important part of the statistics, and that is the measure of dispersion. This measure of dispersion just will give the spread of the wideness of the data set. That means it will give the complete nature of the data set, and which is unable to explain by the measure of central tendency. And measure of dispersion we have seen today, it will have the two parts, absolute measure of dispersion and relative measure of dispersion. Absolute measure of dispersion will have the same unit as the original data set, while the relative measures will be without units, and both have their own importances. So students are advised to study from the concept part of this topic. They have to learn, they have to understand what is meaning of measure of dispersion, and how to just use what kind of measure of dispersion for the different case. So for the spreadness of the data, for the wideness of the data, and just when they have to compare the two or more different sets, then what kind of measure of dispersion should be used, relative measure of dispersion or the absolute measure of dispersion. So they have to practice over that, and they can use both parts, absolute and the relative measure of dispersion have the numerical parts also. So they have to take some numericals for command over these topics. With this I conclude my today's session. Thank you.